Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo and today we have a new video for you guys in store, and this one is all about our recent performance in the FIFA eClub World Cup, in which we managed to qualify as a team. Ras van Puy and Oliver Roberts have managed to do it for us, and we're gonna take a look at Oliver Roberts, his final game against Lex FIFA. He plays for Lyon. And it's a really close game in which we're gonna take a look at what do they could do well and what could they have done better. So let's just hop straight into it. So here we go. We're starting off with the teams. Obviously, you can see Lex versus Oliver. Oliver's on the right side, and we knew Oliver was up against Lex FIFA and Rasvan was up against Mens, I believe he's called, and it would just be close games. They've played each other a couple times in the previous weeks because that's how the format worked. eClub World Cup, you had a couple of weeks in which you had the divisions, and we can see the team here. Meanwhile, great team, obviously, of Lex FIFA. It's almost, I think, the best team that you could make at that time, and this is Oliver's team. Don't have a screenshot of his actual team because we're already a bit later in the stages right now, and the team has changed. But that is 93 in form, CR7 down the wing, 88 Rashford, his left winger in form, and the rest just speaks for itself. R9 Ronaldo obviously up top. So the Club World Cup format, it was 4 weeks in which you had 3 conferences in each division, conference 1, 2 and 3. Or I should say 3 divisions in each conference. Actually, it's how it's officially called, but the division 1 is where you wanted to be in order to stay into the final week, because after week 2 division 3 dropped, and after week 3 division 2 dropped. Then you head over to the playoffs, in which we are now, and you had to win 2 games. First, Team Gullit faced Brøndby, which they beat, and LDLC faced Wolfsburg, I think, or I should say Werder Bremen. Sorry for that. And they won as well, and now you're up against each other. Team Gullit versus LDLC, and this is the game to qualify for the tournament. So as you could see from the start, this is a qualifying game. First leg, this was actually PS started first, then Xbox, and yeah, it's just a little bit shaky from start. But Oliver, first possession, immediately a goal, in which it just gives that confidence boost straight away into a qualifying game that you're 1-0 up already. That is just the best feeling ever. You saw that Lex was just being a little bit patient in possession, ended up losing the ball, and Oliver as well with just a really patient attack, but just one good skill with the bridge down the wing, and you're 1-0 up. And yeah, it's just a cagey affair at the start. I was looking at the gameplay and you just couldn't see much being created in the first 15 minutes apart from that goal, which looked really simple, but sometimes simplicity is the most effective, right? And right now it is Lex that is starting to heat up with a couple skill moves, and it's good defending from Oliver here, but he still doesn't get the ball. And here's the first real chance for Lex with a shot from R9 that is quite a tough angle to actually get a goal from, but you never know with R9. Sometimes he just rivals it, and Oliver's just keeping it tight at the back. But here again, it's just a great defensive transition from Varane to actually tackle the ball when R9 did the fake shot. But this is going to be crucial. Oliver here goes for the through ball, and he loses possession. And to be fair, Oliver's 1-0 up. He should be trying to slow down a little bit of the game and frustrate Lex, because this is qualifying game. You know, every time your opponent is coming at you, your heart is gonna beat a little bit faster, and which would probably be the case for Oliver here. When Neymar shot that, you're just, when you see that shot fly, you're like, no, don't go in, and it's a save. But yeah, again, chance for Lex, and again a corner kick, and this all these chances, these little chances, came from the possession loss of Oliver by rushing it with R9 actually to Neymar. And this is how it's gonna end up. Right now it's just Lex waiting for a little gap, does good fake shot here with Neymar, and Neymar just, yeah, he gets the space and he just rifles it, and it's a simple goal once again. It's just one turn, and this is where the crucial mistake was, where Oliver should have just played either to the right back or just kept running in with R9 into the space, but he lost possession, and in the end that costed him. This is a dangerous ball from Mondi when it's already like tied up, and that could have been crucial in the outcome because Mbappe would have been through. But yeah, that is just how FIFA works, and it's a little bit shaky defending, I feel like, from Lex FIFA, because he could have done better there. And yeah, he overcommitted, and then with his goalkeeper, he just pushes him too far out right now to the right, which opens up the near post. What you want to do ideally in that situation is move your keeper a bit backwards, especially with these tall keepers. He has Van der Sar. Like put him a little bit more back on the line, because Van der Sar has such a reach that even if your opponent would go far corner, he might still have a chance of saving it, and it just makes it harder for your opponent to make the decision in what corner to shoot. Especially with 5-star weak foot, they can shoot any angle, so once you're overcommitting with your keeper as first, it's pretty much game over. But right now Lex is just trying to get that a final goal before halftime, so he can go into the second half as an equal game. But right now, it is a little mistake against from Oliver. You ideally would want to keep the last attack and not lose the ball before the whistle blows. But yeah, that means that Lex now still has a chance to equalize before halftime, and that chance is coming here, and it is an incredible save from Van der Sar, the second one especially, just standing up and somehow getting his body in front of it. But I think it was a mistake from Lex. He should have gone for the far corner, and Oliver is just hanging on here. Oliver wasn't playing the best FIFA of his capability, but he was very efficient, and in qualifying games you just gotta have that ice, right? You gotta have that ice in your veins. Every chance that you get, you just gotta score. And Lex, to be fair, had the chances but didn't score yet, so or didn't score enough, I should say. And upcoming here, it's just an attack. It's just slow build up. 4-2-3-1 obviously is what Oliver's playing, so you just want to always use your wingers in the build up, play a little bit more passing combinations. And it was actually interesting because at halftime you saw like Oliver had almost no possession. I think it was 34%. Whilst 4-2-3-1 should be one where you could keep more possession. But this is just beautiful from Oliver. It is literally his third chance. I'm not like cutting out any chances of this gameplay that Oliver had. This is literally his third opportunity, and it's just beautiful combination of skill moves and just keeping composure around the box, letting your opponent make the decision for you, because you saw that Lex kind of dropped back with Walker there, so R9 was given the space for an elastico, reversed elastico, scoop turn into the shot, and it's just beautifully executed by Oliver, getting the 3-1 on the board. And that's, trust me, when you are in these kind of games and you have a 2-goal cushion, you're like, whew, thank God. But Lex isn't done here yet. It is once again Van der Sar with an incredible save. But this is the composure, that ice that you gotta have with these chances in any game, Pro v Pro, to be honest, but especially in these qualifying games, because it's so important that you just finish your chances. And you could say that Neymar there, he could have shot it a little bit better, but a ball roll into a finesse could have been a better combination. So after that chance, obviously the coach, Timo, I think, was coaching here. He would say, okay, take a little moment, because that was a huge chance for your opponent, and you just want to let it sink in his mind as well that he missed a chance, and you want to do some changes. CDM, Fernandez, not the best CDM. We're 2 goals up, so let's put a more defensive player in. He's got Cuadrado, it's his preference. I think it's the 84, the rule breakers one, which actually has good defending and good pace, obviously. And Carrasco down the wing as a little bit of fresh man that you can put through. But that was actually the first ball contact, you could say, for Cuadrado, and he instantly loses it. And yeah, this is a little bit glitchy here from Mbappe, just running through Mondi. But it's good recovery from Varane, who is an absolute baller this year at the back. And if you can pick up his road to the final, I definitely recommend that. This was even the 86, I think, at the time. But Oliver now, he probably got instructed, just dominate the possession through the wing. But yeah, it is a little mistake. I'm not gonna lie, it is a mistake. But it's once again Cuadrado. And this is where I paused this for a second, because look at the options right now. Cuadrado, he could play forward and just keep it easy. And you always want to keep going forward when you're up, but in a controlled way, and always like want to keep the possession, especially in this game, on your opposition's half, which Oliver should have done there. But after the 3-2, Lex, you can see he paused it because he probably wanted to put like 3 at the back and constant pressure. So Oliver's just trying to keep the ball in play right now, but he actually loses it right here, and that is probably when your heart starts beating like 200 beats per minute, because it's you don't want to concede now because you have it in your hand and it's only you that can lose. But Lex rushes his first time fake shot there, and it's good defending from Oliver. And now this is where Oliver is going to keep composure. He's just going to run down the line and keep calm. There's no pressure now because Lex couldn't change, and Tavernier just walks it back, and that is it. That is when you qualified for the eClub World Cup. If Razvan would win, which he did, he also won 3-2. So I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you guys just maybe live through the goods and the bad when you're playing a qualifying game, because it is literally the most toughest things out there as a pro player. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and maybe learned something, maybe pick up on some stuff that these players do. My name is Renzo, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao.